Hey everyone, happy holidays everyone. My name is Amo Prince Eric and welcome back to my channel. So, I'm gonna try out for my first impression in this first super battleship in the game, Patrie. This is what I told about this. Patrie is a Super-Alsace. So, Patrie does that made its appearance on the update 0.11.9, which is on the full release to be part of the French battleship in the Tech-tree. To unlock the super ship, you have to be unlocked the Republics first. Then you can access Patrie instantly. Okay, so let's talk about Patrie. So Patrie describes some kind of a super ship, meaning that this ship's appearance is just like elongated hull structure, just like the Conde was. But her main ornament is the same ornament was used for the predecessor one, the Republic. But we have 12 guns in 3 turrets at that once. So we have something slightly changes the secondary ornaments and the anti-aircraft weapons. Wow, this just looks like pretty great. I really love to do this for Christmas. This offering for that. So anyways, so let's get started about the specifications. So let's see the armor layout shows up for the thickness is 19 to 590 millimeters of armor. Mostly the hardest part is a frontal main battery plate, about 590 meters. Superstrut ship island plating is about 19 millimeters. Fore end and up end plating is consists 32 millimeters of armor. Side plating is consists 32 millimeters of armor. So in this case, the ship is a good, well protected turtleback armor, and just like the German battleships. So let's see what's on the armor belt side to do. So here's the outward ships got 250 millimeters of armor. Outward ships consist 235 millimeters armor. The armor belt is 420 millimeter, making good survivability for this ship to affect possibility to hit the citadel. And the torpedo bulkhead is about 55 millimeters of armor. So let's check this out on the other parts. So here are the armor belt sections, about 420 millimeters. Barbed armor is at 560 millimeters. Conning tower is usually definitely the 400 millimeters of armor. So this is just a slightly composition from its predecessor Republic in terms of the armor and making most strongest durability I ever made, like against the super battleship Hanover. Okay, so let's talk about the survivability. It's about 108,900, making the third highest hit. Making the fourth highest 8 points beside the Hanover, Satsuma, and Ushakov. Torpedo protection damage is about 29%. You should be to do that for anything might possibility and mitigate the damage about this ship. This might recommend my flagship to be part of my grand fleet. The main ornaments consist the same ornament was used for Republic. The 431mm 50 Emily 1940 in the turret, 3x4. The reload time is 26.4 seconds with a respective upgrades. Range is about 26.6 kilometers. They can fire both HE and AP shells instantly, with the velocity is about 840 meters per second for HE and the initial velocity is about 840 meters per second. Mostly case for that, which is gonna be any selection of the shells will be fired upon from short and longer range. So let's talk about the secondary barrel. It consists 100mm 55 MLE 1945 on a CAD MLE 1953 mount. Well, this is sophisticated French secondary barrels in the ship was featured the post-World War II. It was on the Cold War era at the time, when France goes on the Fourth Republic. That secondary armament was produced ever made on in this service, particularly in destroyers. So the reload time is about 1.5 seconds. Maximum range is about 8.7 kilometers. The initial velocity is 780 meters per second. The damage consists 1,400. Chances of fire, we got 6%. Armor penetration capacity about 17 millimeters of armor. The secondary battery comprises the second one, which was used from the Republic. 152mm 55 MLE 1930 on an MLE 1950 mount, 3x3. The reload time is about 8 seconds. Range is about the same thing. Maximum damage 2200. Initial velocity is about 870 meters per second. Armor penetration capacity about 25 millimeters. Chances of cost fire is about 12%, making most usefulness secondary battery purposes around this ship. So technically, I must assume for this is gonna be a secondary build. And just wait a second for that. I will tell that to explain. The airstrikes consist depth charge airstrikes, 2 attack flights, LEO H470. Reload times about 30 seconds, 2 flights. Number aircraft in attacking flight only 1. Aircraft HP is about 2000. Range is 11 kilometers. The bomb damage is 4,900, 2 bombs in payload. Air defenses, there are so many quite usefulness for the air guns, in just like the predecessor Republic. First one, 57mm 60 MLE 1951 on the ACAD MLE 1948 mount, 8x2. The second one, air guns 100mm, although this was used for the secondary armament purposes. Last but not least, it is also the same thing that happened and discussed for a artillery, but it will serve use for the secondary battery instead. The team has damaged about 329 when firing on the medium range air guns. The long range air guns is about 326. Hit probability is about 75%. The fire range is depending respectively ahead on the short or long range anti-aircraft guns. Damage by shell explosions about 1,680. The number of shell explosions per salvos are about 12. Hit probability 75%. The action zone is about 3.5 to 6 kilometers instead. The priority sector reinforcement is about 35%. The action time is about 15 seconds and maintenance preparation time at exact same time. Fire range is about 6 kilometers for the anti-aircraft defense for the ship. Definitely you have should strong survivability build purposes. Maneuverability is about 32.6 kilometers, which is the maximum speed of the ship, in just like a Republic. Turning circle radius about 1090 meters. Rudder shift time is about 19.6 seconds, making more you know that the Republic style is just gonna be a impressive turning maneuvers. Rudder shift time is about 19.6 seconds in compared about the Republic. Her Republic does that is about 18.6 seconds, which is very good for turning maneuverability for that. Although Patrie remains the worst though. The concealments, which is going to be the detectability range by sea, is about 14 kilometers. This was the highest one. Unlike the Republic's predecessor, was a higher. Patrie, meanwhile, which is good for the ship, it has feasibility to reduce detection range, 14 kilometers with respective upgrades. Detectability after firing a main gun shells about 26.6 kilometers, a tip below the main battery firing range. Detectability after firing main guns and smoke is about 18.1 kilometers. Detectability after firing the secondary gun shell is about 14 kilometers. Detectability when the ship is on fire is about 16 kilometers. Whenever you should want to go on, you have to make suggestions what we do for and at the cost of this detection. But you gotta be awareness for that. Detectability range by depth is about at periscope depth 12.3 kilometers. At the maximum depth is about 0 kilometers when you play the submarine. Next one, detectability range by air is about 12.3 kilometers. When the detectability after firing main gun shells about 20.9 kilometers. Detectability when the ship is on fire is about 15.3 seconds. When usually the enemy aircraft spotted for when the main battery guns do not fire, it should stay at the 12.3 kilometers. But when the main battery goes on firing, you have to increase anti-aircraft detection range. Last one is the assured detectability range is about 2 kilometers, when the detectability after firing main guns with smoke is about 18.1 kilometers. Okay, so here's are the full specifications of the French Super-battleship Patrie made in this bar at the end of this year that which would I going to collect right now in the live server. So here are my recommended builds. So let's start off the French Super-battleship Patrie made I practice on the public test server, but I was finally accepted for that in the live server. But ships cost that is a larger credits since the update 0.11.9 was released. My priorities of the upgrades for that is the main elements mod 1, the second slot damage control system mod 1, or if you wanted to go on the engine boost modification one, is pretty useful since then the engine boost consumable is available on the ship, but it deals up to them for increases action time the engine boost consumable, making for the suitable for when rushing on and retreating purposes. The third slot I would recommend the aim assistance mod 1 or a secondary barrel mod 1 when you go on secondary build for the ship. Next, the damage control system mod 2 is going for the mounted on the ship for a conserve hit points and maintain survivability. The fifth slot I would recommend the concealment system mod 1, which is going to be the importantly reduces detectability range as well as the dispersion of shells fired by enemies attacking the ship. That's about 5%. Last part is going to be the main battery mod 3, which is purely recommended for that, which is going to be main battery traverse speeds about minus 30 seconds, the reduced reload times about minus 12%. Here are the signals that I mounted on, which is going to be a conserve hit points or a survivability method. Now, for the commander skills that I wanted to show you, here's are my commander skills, which is going for a sniper build, which is going to be 10-point skills, emergency repair specialist, the grease the gears, adrenaline rush, and concealment expert. Now, I only wanted to go on the super heavy HP shells. Since the update 12.10 has released, we only think that this commander skill of 4 battleships is the changing useful method. But the good news is the reduces fire and flooding damage is about minus 10%, but it retains the fire extinguisher time and flooding recovery time is about 25%. The AP shells damage increases up to 7.5%, which is totally gonna recommend it for this build for a sniper. Also, for the sniper build is always gun feeder or simply expert roller, which is helpful that the main battery switching time is about 40%. And I would like also to go on preventive maintenance. It's very important for the main battery. If that goes on incapacitating one of these turrets immediately. Breeze is very important for this. French Super-battleship Patrie instead for that is going for the essentially gonna need a speed when you not detected. Or if you wanted to go on a survivability build, here's our gonna skills to do something for the build. But a fire prevention expert is a very important for the ship. You have to maintain to conserve its hit points. It's about the risk of catching fire minus 10%, maximum number of fires about 1%. So technically these are the commander skills that I recommended for this ship. So my choice to have is going for a sniper build, which is totally awesome recommendation build. But luckily I always does that, which is going to need the increased AP shell damage to do something more damage against enemy ships whenever they can, whenever to spot them to sniping. So I'm ready for the gameplay now, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell of the notification icon. So we're going to make my plans ahead to ship in the live server. So I'm willing to show right now for a gameplay for now. So let's get started. Well, by the way, I'm continuing right now for the public test server, since then we're doing start of the second round. So Let's get head on to it in many battles as soon as possible on either win or loss. Here we go. Let's start on the Patrie for a sniper build, which is very important. Although this is going to be a super ship battle, when goes on the matchmaking, when you spawn against enemy super ships this time, when you fought against Hanover, Satsuma, and Admiral Ushakov. But later on, the American battleship main is still work in progress. But I hope that main should be released right now in 2024. But I don't know for sure. But I will look for a dev blog for now. So now, let's get started for a gameplay. Okay, the first match. Here we go. Against Hanover Devastation. Oh boy. The British battleship. Here we go. And we are also tier 10 and 9 ships as well appeared in the matchmaking. Oh, by the way, this is going to be a public test server, so the bot is usually present in this matchmaking.
Rendons-leur la vie dure.
À vos postes.
Here we go. We're crushing to play this first super ship that ever made on. But the Devastation does not have a combat instruction. But Hanover also has a combat instructions to gain ability for a secondary build.
En attente d'instruction.
Hey, I would like to ask about the upcoming super ship ahead called Conde, which is available soon, by probably next year. So anyways, let's head on for the gameplay.
Forces ennemies détectées.
Here comes the first target, the super ship Hanover. That is too far away and block the islands.
Boost des moteurs activé.
Oh my god, we fought against Mecklenburg.
Torpille à tribord.
22,924 damage.
Alerte incendie. Boost des moteurs désactivé. Pénétration.
Nice. Castilia's down on Goliath.
Torpille droit devant. On a une brèche en dessous de la ligne de flottaison. On prend l'eau rapidement. Problème résolu, chef.
Hanover's down on Schlieffen.
Torpille à bâbord.
Hanover, take it down Hanover.
On a une brèche en dessous de la ligne de flottaison. On prend l'eau rapidement.
My god, this is gonna be a suffer heavy damage. Yo!
Notre équipe a pris l'avantage.
Was a fully blown Fletcher.
Destroyer ennemi pulvérisé.
Damn, down by a Fletcher. Oh my god. Let's head on the next one. I try so unavoided enemy destroyers when finding a torpedo undetected. When I realized that an enemy Fletcher is played by a player, not a bot, I could underestimate such. Did see it. Okay, we're looking on the next battle. But in spite of doing right now the combat missions for public test. God, here we go. The next match is going to be featured with an aircraft carrier.
Combat.
Bonne chance à tous.
Herzlichen Dank. En attente d'instruction, à vous.
Forces ennemies détectées.
Enemy aircraft carrier midway.
Boost des moteurs activé.
Joshua Humphreys destroy con. So 319. Destroyed Novosibirsk.
Concentrez le tir sur le navire ennemi. Boost des moteurs désactivé.
L'équipe ennemie a pris l'avantage.
Actually shot down Nakimov.
Alerte incendie.
14.
Alerte incendie. Boost des moteurs activé.
Get down Hanover.
Torpille à midi. Torpille à bâbord. Torpille à midi. On a une brèche en dessous de la ligne de flottaison. On prend l'eau rapidement. Problème résolu, chef.
Stop, stop, stop. Let's just unavoided attention for torpedoes.
Boost des moteurs désactivé.
La victoire est à notre portée. Notre équipe a pris l'avantage. La victoire est à notre portée.
Oh wait, here it comes. Doing some sniper.
Bien reçu.
Torpille à midi. Torpille à tribord. On a une brèche en dessous de la ligne de flottaison. On prend l'eau rapidement. Torpille droit devant. Problème résolu, chef. À tous les bâtiments. Commencez la capture de la zone. À toutes les forces présentes. Capturez cette zone. Torpille droit devant.
Damn, couldn't me. I think God moms. Let's try the third battle. And No, it's gonna be my basic experience. Okay, the next match is gonna be another super battleship battle.
Bonne chance à tous.
À vos postes.
En attente d'instruction, à vous.
Forces ennemies repérées à l'horizon. Croiseurs ennemis repérés.
Target against Kremlin. Deputy 5144.
Boost des moteurs activés.
Cuirassé ennemi repéré. Croiseur ennemi détecté.
Man down, Haru. and my team is on trespass. Let's shoot them down.
Pénétration.
Concentrez le tir sur la
Republic
cible
taken down
désignée.
Clausewitz.
Boost des moteurs désactivé. Concentrez le tir sur la cible désignée.
Schlief, it destroys Harugubo. Nice job. Ruin destroys Schlief. Starts on 200.
Alerte incendie.
Alle Stationen, brauche Feuerunterstützung.
Bien reçu.
Wait.
Pénétration.
Yes, 36,066 maximum damage.
Attention. Cible repérée à cette position.
Team! My
Notre équipe
god,
a pris
Annapolis
l'avantage.
took down Hanover.
Boost des moteurs activé.
Pénétration confirmée.
30,533. Okay, Kremlin's just took down Devastation.
Boost des moteurs désactivé.
Patrie's taking down
Torpille à
Rune.
midi.
Pénétration.
Il est dans et tout. Take them out, Kremlin.
Cuirassé ennemi coulé.
Zygarde, destroy Kremlin. Come on, show me the broadside for this.
Notre équipe a pris l'avantage.
God, 50,000.
Boost des moteurs activé.
Zygarde, destroy the ego. That was unbelievable victory. $253,575 damage. 6 Citadel hits against battleships and cruisers. Oh my god, that was impressive. I'm still lead on our team. Despite thanking for Chinan's efforts. But I'm going to do that right now for the combat mission so far. Let's head on for the next one. Okay, I have to wait. Let's try for this ship for survivability. Alright, the next match is going to be another battle against super ships. This time Satsuma and Ushakov, as well as cruisers Novosibirsk and a super destroyer Dalana. But Be careful for that. For this match, it's going to be a bots. Most of these are real players to do that. Let's go.
À vos postes.
Rendons-leur la vie dure.
En attente d'instruction, à vous.
Forces ennemies détectées.
Oh my god, why save the guillotine? Here we go. Dalina.
Boost des moteurs activé.
June Citadel as a revenge, 19,285. Let's go.
Croiseur ennemi repéré.
Boost des moteurs désactivé.
Pénétration.
Cuirassé ennemi repéré.
Alerte incendie.
Notre équipe a pris l'avantage.
Shiva's taken down Ushakov. Oh my
La
god.
victoire est à notre portée.
Croiseur ennemi coulé.
Problème résolu, chef. Alerte incendie.
Oh my god, we're taking heavy damage from Satsuma.
La victoire est à notre portée.
Torpille droit devant.
Pénétration.
Torpille à tribord.
Okay, Satsuma. Fucking idiots. Okay, here we go. Fourth battle.
Bonne chance et bon vent.
À vos postes.
En attente d'instruction.
Forces ennemies détectées.
Claw sweets. Hey, wing yang.
Boost des moteurs activé.
Cannot penetrate it. Nice, 23,055 damage.
Problème résolu, chef.
En attente d'instruction, à vous.
Torpille droit devant. Torpille droit devant. Torpille droit devant. Torpille droit devant. Torpille à bâbord. Concentrez le tir sur le navire ennemi.
Just 3 ricochets.
À tous les bâtiments. Cible stratégique repérée à cette position.
Cuirassé ennemi repéré.
Boost des moteurs désactivé.
Boosting destroys crossways.
En vol.
Torpille droit devant. Torpille droit devant. Torpille à tribord. Torpille par l'arrière. Problème résolu, chef.
En attente d'instruction.
Croiseur ennemi détecté.
Alerte incendie.
Side
Cuirassé ennemi détruit.
Torpille par l'arrière. Torpille par l'arrière.
En vol. En vol.
Torpille par l'arrière.
Notre équipe a pris un otage.
Pénétration confirmée. Croiseur ennemi coulé.
En attente d'instruction.
Boost des moteurs activé. Problème résolu, chef. Alerte incendie.
Ah, fucking fire. Conde. I hope this gonna be end of the battle. I just have to wait. But gonna need it to complete right now the combat mission. And Thrasher destroys Conde. Here we go. go. Besides, it's a farmer, part of my grand fleet. It was a Halloween permanent camouflage.
La victoire est à notre portée.
Here comes the farmer anti-submarine warfare. Okay, here we go. And the farmer is taken down due to 501. So that's a pretty good game for Patrie, because despite the fact the Republic has a 3-gun turret quadruple. But anyways, I'm pretty much done right now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you see you in my next video. Peace out, guys. And don't forget, my next video will be coming for Merry Christmas announcement on December 25. So there you have it, goats. Peace out, guys.